Hello and welcome. They say friends become enemies and enemies can also become friends. But these days we have something they call frenemies as well. Well, trying to keep the balance between friends and enemies. I don't know if you need that or not. One thing in life is constant and that is change. People always change. And that's probably the reason why they switch from friends to enemies or vice versa. One other thing is becoming a very ugly trend in Nigeria, and it is the fact that creatives are coming out to complain that somebody somewhere, some celebrity or some filmmaker, is making use of their intellectual property without either giving them due credit or without paying them for their efforts. And we have yet another example of that particular kind of issue on this episode of Unplug. Thank you so much for joining us. It's brought to you exclusively by every NG. My name is Victor and it's a pleasure to be here bringing you all the updates from across the world. Alright, so let's get right into it. I'll be starting with BBNaija. Nengi, and not just Nengi, Lucy as well. Of course, you remember that back in the house, they were not the best of friends. They were maybe not the worst of enemies as well, but they were not close. They tried as much as possible to stay out of each other's way. They had a big fight that led them to exchange words, and their fans carried on on social media outside the house, and it was something really huge. But apparently they have decided to bury the hatchet and they have changed. They are now friends, and not just friends by talk but by action, because Nengi recently just supported Lucy's business with cash, and cash in 6 figures. The exact amount was not specified, but when you hear 6 figures, it's a lot of money. And wow, Lucy was of course very thankful, expressed her gratitude and thanks and all of that. And it's good to see that they have buried the hatchets, they're now friends, and we hope that their friendship can continue into the future. Alright, so that is that about that. Now let's talk Kiddwaya. A couple of days ago, Kiddwaya was on a rampage on Twitter, and he was boasting about the people he had met, the connections he had made, and all of that. Well, people did not exactly take that well. They trolled him on social media. Of course, he refused to back down. He was replying as many people as he could. But one person in particular trolled him about the fact that he still lives in his father's house. And then other people, took it up from there. But his mother now, Susan Wire, has come out to attack these people who were attacking her son. And she's saying, how is it any of your business that he's still living in his father's house? Or he still travels with his father? I mean, he and his father are enjoying a good relationship. They travel together, they spend quality time with each other. And there is no particular age where it is set in stone that a man has to leave his father's house. So it was Susan Maya saying, please leave them alone, it's none of your business. You people just always look for something to say. So there you have a mother defending son, and that is that about Kiddwaya. Now let's talk Wathoni and Brighto. They had this kind of situationship in the house, or entanglement, like some people prefer to call it. And it seems that that kind of situationship might be sparked again. We don't exactly know what they have been doing outside the house, maybe as regards a relationship, but something like that might be brewing again, might be sparked once again, because both of them are going to be featuring in a music video. Now both Brighto and Wathoni dropped teasers of this new music video, and it seemed something romantic, like both of them were in some kind of love relationship. Well, we do not know exactly what it's going to be, but we'll definitely get all the details in the new music video. And it is a video to the song Speak to Me by Ricardo Banks featuring Tiwa Savage. Beautiful song, and of course everybody's expecting and anticipating the beautiful video as well. Alright, let's move away from that now. Let's talk DJ Cuppy. DJ Cuppy just revealed that she has been blocked by Zlatan on all social media for the past 10 months. 10 months is a long time for you to have been blocked by someone, and you don't even know why, because she said she she is not aware of the reason why Zlatan blocked her on social media. She said she is human and she has feelings too. Now, it begs a lot of questions because they seemed really cool when they worked on Gelato. Gelato became a hit song, still is a very nice jam till today. And one might wonder, why would Zlatan have blocked her? I mean, she's acting all innocent. Do they have any issues, or did they have any issues with her? Well, now that she has posted this, maybe his attention might be called to it and we might get an explanation, or he might unblock her or something. But maybe soon we'll know what exactly has been happening. Okay, and let's move away from that, away from entertainment for a bit. Let's talk a bit of politics and the Nigerian situation. Yesterday we talked about Atiku Abubakar and reported how he has received the COVID-19 vaccine outside Nigeria, in Dubai to be precise. Well, the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, and his vice, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, have just announced that they want to receive the COVID-19 vaccine on live TV, live national television. But so many people are asking questions, a lot of questions. Where are they going to be receiving this vaccine? Is it going to be in Nigeria? Because recently one of the health agencies spoke about the fact that Nigeria is not in possession of the sort of freezers that are needed to store the COVID-19 vaccine. So where are they going to be getting the vaccine? Is it in Nigeria, or are they going to be traveling out, then televised from there? And what exactly is the essence of receiving the vaccine on live TV? So many questions being asked, and we're looking for answers. But maybe in a bit we're going to be getting answers to these questions. But we'll keep monitoring the story and keep you updated as usual. All right, now back to entertainment, but this time a very sensitive issue. Now, I was talking about copyright infringement and misuse of people's intellectual property, intellectual work. Oloture, the movie, a really beautiful movie. It was also reviewed here on every NG, and a lot of people had high praise for the movie. Now, a journalist who goes by the name Tobore Ovuorie has come out to say that Oloture is a complete copy and paste of her journalistic and investigative work that she did way back in, say, 2014. And she was asked, okay, is that it's similar to what you did? She said, no, it's not similar. It's a complete adaptation, copy and paste. Now, she says that it's her own life story. She had a friend who, was caught in human trafficking and all of that, and she went into, the depths of this thing to get to the root. She actually went into the midst of people who were engaged in this thing. She had close shaves with death and all of that, and it was exactly what was portrayed in the movie. And she says the makers of the movie, Mo Abudu, CEO of Ebony Life, did nothing but give her a letter of appreciation of journalistic efforts without, acquiring or attaining her express permission to use all of her work for the movie. She only got to know about it when the first screening had been completed. Now, it makes me wonder, why is this becoming an issue? I mean, somebody comes to you, and because we've heard this kind of thing before, somebody says they have a story that they would like to see in a movie, and maybe for some reason the story is rejected, but eventually the person who brings the story now finds out that a movie has been made out of their story. They don't get any permission, and this is exactly what the situation is right now. And she's going to court. She has said it that she's going to seek redress in court. So it's definitely still an ongoing story, and as usual, we will keep you updated. All right, and we believe that justice will definitely be served where necessary. And let's move away from that now onto happier news, where Pete Edochie's son, Yo Edochie, just celebrated his 39th birthday, and he was all smiles. He was grateful to God for life and everything, but then he did something quite surprising. He revealed his presidential aspirations for the year 2023. Okay, Yo Edochie wants to contest for president in the year 2023. He was praying and asking God for wisdom and guidance. How that one plays out, time will tell. But happy birthday to you, Edochie. Happy 39th. Many happy returns. And still talking birthdays, but outside Nigeria now, Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter, Blue Ivy Carter, turned 9 yesterday, and of course they took to social media to celebrate with beautiful pictures of mother and daughter, of course. And Blue Ivy is loved across the world, especially in Nigeria, where the song Brown Skin Girl with Wizkid on it really captured the hearts of many Nigerians, and Blue Ivy's voice was quite prominent on that one. So happy birthday to Blue Ivy Carter, and wish you many more years ahead. So let's wrap it up with sports now, where COVID-19 is ravaging football all across the world, England, France, Italy, all across Europe. And it is leading to the postponement and sometimes outright cancellation of certain games. That started in Italy, but it has spread to England now. And we should be seeing a lot of fixtures in the FA Cup and the Premier League, but they have been suspended or postponed for a period of time. Now, Wolves coach Nuno Espirito Santo has come out to challenge the decision of the FA to postpone only a select few games and not to postpone all games, because he's saying it's going to have a terrible effect on players and everybody else eventually, because the virus is on a rampage and people have to deal with it. So why would you just postpone some games and not others? Are you trying to say the other people are not susceptible to the virus? Whatever it is, he's not happy with it. But we don't know what the FA is going to do. We'll find out with time. And away from that now, Jurgen Klopp, coach of Liverpool, has announced that Liverpool is not going to be signing any defender in January. You remember that they have a lot of injury issues, especially in defense right now. So it's quite surprising that he'll be saying they do not want to sign a defender this winter transfer market. But he probably has his reasons, probably has his plans, and time will tell. That is all we have for you on Unplug for today. Thank you so much for being a part of the show as always. And until we come your way next time, my name remains Victor, and this is Every NG. Goodbye.